it's not a very warm day, but it's to be expected. I have got the sun, and peculiarly, even though this side of the boat is in the shade still, it's absolutely bone dry. So I'm going to get on and see if I can get the stripes put on, the lines, the coach lines put on this side of the boat today. So first thing, bit of masking up. I take my time. I want to get the lines just right. It might take a while. Ran out. Plenty more where that came from. I put them there where there's absolutely no chance of them falling in the canal. Well, that's not taking me very long at all. It's almost, the quicker you go, the more accurate you get it in a strange kind of way, because you know, you've got to keep a straight motion to the tape to get a nice straight line. And it's so cold, I want to get a bit of a move on. The sun's just about coming round now, and as I said before, it's uncannily dry on this side of the boat today, even though it's in the shade so far. And once I've marked out and masked up the inner line, I think the sun will be almost here, and it should be like ideal conditions for painting. Should get it all done this afternoon. I haven't got to about 4 o'clock, of course, because then it'll be sort of dewy and dark, but hence it's not even Jeremy Vine on the radio yet, and I'm already halfway through masking up. I mark out for the inner tape line. Two and a half centimetres. That's all that marked up. Now I've just got to go on and do the inner masking tape. And this really is slow going. Always remembering to rub down the edge with masking tape. That's going to be where the paint is. That's really important to get a good finish. And the other thing is, I'd washed the boat, or hosed it down at least, before I left the boatyard, so the paintwork was quite clean. And another thing as well is the type of paint I use, because the solvent in it is so strong, there's no need at all to key this paint in to sand it or anything. I'm not using oils. The new paint will go straight on and it will just bond to that, it'll meld into that, no problem at all. So it's a couple of advantages for me there anyway. So that's all the masking up done, and I'm going to go and see if I can find the paint now. There we go. Well, I had to get changed because I know what I'm like with the paint. It can get a bit messy, but I'm ready to go. Let's get a coat on. sun's already gone behind the trees, but it's quite high. It should sort of arc round and glimpse through again to sort of warm me and keep the paint drying. Of course this paint dries really quick anyway, so there's no problem there. I should go over it once lightly and then come round and go straight back over it again, go in and have something to eat, and then do it twice more, and that'll be my 4 coats. It's very tolerant like that. Of course it'll dry a bit slower because it's so cold, but it's still going on a treat actually, to be honest with you. Well, I don't think the sun's going to come back from behind those trees. It's just going to go down over the hills and far away. It's devilishly cold out today, but the paint's drying off inexplicably well, and it's incredibly dry, so quite unusual really. Coat number 3. Not there. As you can see, the roller's on its last legs, but just about get me through, I think. Right, well, all the 4 coats are on now, and as usual I'm going to take off the masking tape straight away before the paint hardens. That way I'll get a better edge. So it's time for the big reveal. I'm going a bit quicker than usual because it's so cold out here. I haven't hung about today, but it's come out cracking. Well, I've been asked this question a lot of times. What's the boat called? This is the moment you've all been waiting for. I've got some sticky vinyl letters that I ordered online. I've just positioned them and I'm about to affix them. don't really know what I'm doing actually. I did sort of read the instructions, but I got bored, so there's something about a bit of tape. I think it's like that probably, I don't know. Something like that. Perfect. And I haven't finished yet either. Look at that. Yep. Carefully does it, I think. No point mucking it up now. For those of you wondering, well, that was my mum's name. Of course, she's dead now. I've just about beaten sundown. Well, that's it for today. The sun's going down. Time to pack up the tools and go in for a bit of a warm-up. Well, I'm on this bank now, so I can put these letters on, and I'm smiling a bit because you've missed the most interesting thing that's going to happen. While I had these and I was marking up, a gust of wind out of nowhere, and it was gone. It was in the blooming drink, and I thought that'll be alright because it'll float, won't it? And probably the solvent, you know, the sticky stuff's quite sort of waterproof. But by the time I got round to the other side of the boat, it was just sort of disappearing towards the murky bottom. I managed to grab it back with my boat hook and dry it off, so no harm done. And I'm just gonna, I've applied the other one, I'm just gonna apply this one now. It's gone a bit crinkly. I'm hoping to just get away with it. Yeah, the actual lettering itself is fine. Just about got away with that, I think. So far so good. Oh, bit of soggy paper there. That's the backing. The backing's stuck. I think also ripped a bit off there. There are some things you just can't rush. Just giving it a really good rub down now. The boat is finished. Well, more or less. I've even repaired my broken arse.